It's a great privilege to be here with you.
真是荣幸能够跟大家在一块儿。
And as I said yesterday, I have wanted to be here for a long, long time.
正如我昨天说的，我已经仰慕来到这儿许久了。
I would rather be here right now than in an auditorium of 5,000 people.
我宁可在这儿跟你们讲道，也不要跟一个5000人的大会场讲道。
Because for many years I've wanted to create a fellowship with Chinese believers.
因为很多年我都想跟中国人的信徒能够建立一个美好的关系。
The Lord has let me travel all over the world.
神让我在全世界旅游
preaching the gospel.
传道。
But I've always had a special place for China.
但是我的心里对中国有一个特别的一个地方。
But the door has always been kind of closed.
但是那个门呢，从前都是关闭的。
And one day I was praying.
有一天我在祷告。
And I said, Lord, I really want to meet some Chinese believers.
我说主啊，我真是愿意碰上一些中国的基督徒。
And so I got on the internet.
所以我到的网上旅游。
And I just put in, I think, Chinese preachers.
我在里头写一个中国传道人。
And Brother Larry came up.
就找到 Larry 了。
And he was the only one that he was preaching one sermon in English.
我只讲了一篇英文的道在网上。
And I listened to it.
我听到 Larry 讲道。
And I think you mentioned Charles Spurgeon.
那这个 Larry 讲到了司布真传道人，英国的讲道王子。
And I thought, well, Charles Spurgeon is my favorite preacher.
我想，哎呀，这个英国讲道王子司布真是我最喜欢的。
So I'm going to call him.
所以我跟他打个电话。
And so I called Brother Larry.
他就跟 Larry 打电话。
And I invited me to preach in his church.
我就请我自己来这里讲道。
China is so very important.
中国太重要了。
Right before Jesus left the world,
耶稣离开这个世界之前
he said the gospel was to be preached in Jerusalem.
他说这个福音要在耶路撒冷
and then in Judea,
然后在犹大
in Samaria,
撒玛利亚
and then the outermost parts of the world.
然后传到地极。
If we keep drawing a circle,
如果我们继续画圈子
we see that China comes in that last part.
我们就看到中国是在那个最后一个大圈子里面
Along with South America,
还有加上南美洲
where I lived for many years,
我在南美洲住了很多年
the rest of Asia,
还有其他的亚洲的地方
Africa,
还有非洲
and we see that the country of China has a very important purpose in God's plan.
我们看到中国在神的计划当中有一个非常重要的地位
We also can see that even in the midst of persecution, God has done a great work in China.
我们看到甚至在大逼迫大患难当中神在中国动了善功
And you are Chinese.
你是中国人
And some of you here do know the Lord.
你们当中很多人认识了主
And God has a special plan for you.
神对你有一个特别的计划
He may want to use China to reach the rest of the world
他
with the
可
gospel.
能要使用中国把福音传遍世界
The gospel is the most important message that God has ever given.
福音是神给人类的最重要的信息
It's that He loved the world so much
福音就是他如此爱世人
that He gave His only Son,
他甚至把他独生子赐给他们
that whoever believes in Him would not perish but have everlasting
叫
life.
一切信他的不至灭亡反得永生
The most important thing that any person can know is not a thing, it's a person, it's the Son.
任何一个人可以知道的一件事情不是一件事而是一个人是神的儿子耶稣基督最重要的事
And
最重要的人
the entire world must know about Christ.
整个世界必须认识基督
You say, well, there are a lot of churches in the West,
你说在西方有很多教会啊
but not all buildings that are called churches are really churches.
但不是所有的这些教堂这些建筑物都是真正的教会
You say, well, there's a lot of Christians in the West,
你说在西方有很多基督徒啊
a lot of Christians in the United States.
在美国很多基督徒啊
No, there's not.
不 并非如此。
There are a lot of people with a religion,
有很多有宗教背景的人，
but they're not true believers,
但他们不是真正的信徒，
and their lives have not been changed.
他们的生命并没有真正改变。
You see, it doesn't matter what you say with your mouth.
你知道，你嘴巴讲的不重要，
The proof that you believe in Christ is your life.
真正你相信的证明是你的生活。
So there are not a lot of Christians in the West.
所以在西方没有真正许多的基督徒。
As a matter of fact, there may be more Christians in Asia than there are here.
其实，在亚洲的基督徒也许比美国更多。
Another thing that you need to understand,
另外一件事情你需要了解的，
why is China so important?
为什么中国这么重要呢？
The West has become weak.
西方已经走下坡路了，越来越软弱。
Our men have become weak.
西方的人也变成衰败了，软弱了。
There are very few that have the moral fortitude to suffer for Christ.
有很少人有这样子道德的毅力为主受苦。
That know what it's like to give up everything to follow Jesus.
很少人知道什么叫做舍弃一切所有来跟随耶稣的。
When I think about reaching the world for Jesus Christ,
当我想到把全世界征服，为基督征服世界的时候，
I don't think about the West.
我想的不是西方，
I think about South America,
我想到是南美洲人、
Africa,
非洲，
and Asia.
还有亚洲。
I've been in all those places.
我去过这些所有的地方，
And the men and women that I've met there,
我所遇到在那些地方的人，
they know what it's like to suffer.
他们知道什么叫做为主受苦，
And they know what it's like to follow Christ.
他们知道什么叫做跟随耶稣。
But one thing that they do need is this,
他们所需要的是这一件事，
a greater and greater understanding of the Scriptures.
是对神的话语更深更深的理解。
What do the Scriptures teach?
圣经究竟教导什么？
What is Christianity really all about?
基督教信仰到底是什么？
There are all kinds of false teachers today.
今天有很多的假师傅、假先知，
The TV is full of them.
在电视上有很多这些假玩意儿。
They promise money,
他们应许要给你金钱、
health,
健康的身体，
an easy life.
你生活就平顺啦。
They are false prophets.
他们是假师傅。
Now, Jesus can heal us,
是的，耶稣可以医治我们，
but that's not always his will.
但不见得都是他的旨意来医治我们。
Jesus does provide for all our needs,
的确，耶稣供应我们一切所有的需要，没错。
but he doesn't exist in heaven to make us rich.
但是他存在天上的目的不是要我们富足，
The purpose of Christianity
基督教的目的
is the glory of God,
是为了神的荣耀，
that God be truly known by all the nations,
让全世界都认识这位真神，
and that men, women, and children know him,
让男人、女人、小孩都认识他，
and that they be changed by him,
被他改变，
conformed to the image of Christ.
效法基督的模样。
We are to be a group of people
我们要成为一群人，
who love the Lord our God with all our heart, soul, mind, and strength,
我们是尽心尽意尽性爱主我们的神的，
and who love our neighbor as ourselves.
而且爱人如己的。
And we even love our enemies
我们甚
as
至爱
ourselves.
我们的仇敌如己。
Those of you who are sitting here right now,
现在坐在这里的，
some of you are Christians.
你们当中有人已经是基督徒了，
Some of you may not even know very much about Jesus.
有些人甚至还没有开始不知道耶稣是谁。
And so we're going to talk about him today
我们今天讲的就是他，
and what he did for us on the cross
他为我们在十字架上所成就的是什么？
and why that's important.
为什么如此重要？
Now, I want you to know something that's very important.
我要你知道一件很重要的事，一些事。
When we look at all the religions in the world,
当我们看看全世界这么多的宗教信仰，
the primary idea is this:
最主要的宗教的理念是这个：
follow their teaching.
跟随他们的教导，
do what they say,
照着他们所说的去行，
and maybe you may have it good in eternity.
那么可能你将来会有一个美好的前景，永生。
That's not what Christianity is
这
about.
不是基督教的信仰，
It's not primarily about a teaching you are supposed to follow.
主要的不是讲一些教条、教义、教规，
It's not about impersonal rules that you need to obey.
不是一些跟没有关系的一些虚无缥缈的一些条条框框，你必须要遵行的，不是的。
Christianity is about a person.
基督教是有关基督一个位格的人，
It's not just following his teachings.
不仅是跟随他的教导、教训、理论，
It's not just imitating his life,
不仅是效法他的道德的生活，
but it's receiving what he has done.
而是接受他为我们所成就了的。
I have a great hope that when I die, I will go to be with God.
我有一个美好的盼望，当我死的那天，我会与他同在。
It is not because of what I have done for God.
不是因为我为他做了什么，
It's because of what God has done for me.
乃是因为神为我所成就的。
I have not earned a place in heaven,
我没有靠着我的行为赢得了一个天上的地位，
but have received a place in heaven through a gift.
我不过是接受了他赐给我的一份礼物，一份恩典。
And I do not necessarily follow a way of life.
我不见得跟随一种生活方式，一种宗教方式生活，
but trust in a person.
我乃是信靠一位主。
Christianity is all about one question.
基督教信仰是有关一个问题：
Who is Jesus Christ?
耶稣基督到底是谁？
When I was in the university,
当我在大学的时候，
I was a great sinner.
我是一个大罪魁，
I was very immoral person.
我的道德非常腐败，
I studied very hard.
我读书很用功，
I made very good grades.
我考试成绩很好，
But I spent most of the time drunk.
但是我大多数时间都在醉酒。
I'd make an A on the test and not even know I was in the class.
我考试都在 A， 但是我不知道我在课堂上干什么。
And I hated religion.
我那时候恨恶宗教，
I mean, I hated it.
我真是恨，
Made fun of it.
我嘲笑基督教宗教。
Because when I was 17 years old,
因为当我17岁的时候，
I was with my father walking in a field,
我跟我爸爸在田里头行走，
and he had a heart attack and died in my arms.
他突然之间心脏病发作，在我的怀抱中死掉了。
I thought that if there was a God,
我想，如果有个上帝，
that life was just a cruel joke.
那生命不过是真是一个冷酷的游戏罢了。
We live,
我们活着，
we're educated,
我们受教育，
we work,
我们工作，
we retire,
然后我们退休，
we die.
然后死掉。
Everything we build
我们建造的一切
is destroyed.
都完蛋了。
Every person we love
我们爱的所有的人
comes to nothing.
都虚空了。
So it was better just to live my own way,
那不如我要干啥就干啥，为所欲为了，
to be a wild man.
做一个疯狂的人，
That was it.
那就行了。今朝有酒今朝醉。
But there was something inside me
但是在我里面
that just wouldn't be quiet.
没有安息，
Maybe that's why I drank so much.
所以可能那是我喝酒的原因。
I would look at people,
我会看着人，
even my friends,
甚至我的朋友们，
or I'd be sitting in a bar
或者我坐在那个酒吧间里头
watching all the people,
看这些人，
and I would get mad at them.
我会很生气，
They would be laughing
他们会笑，
and having a good
他
time,
们在享乐。
and I would think they're idiots.
我想这些笨蛋疯子，
Don't they realize it's all going to end?
他们难道不晓得吗？这一切都会落空的吗？
They're all going to die.
他们都要死掉。
They just live like animals.
他们活着像牲畜一样。
One day,
有一天，
about 1 o'clock in the morning,
大概凌晨1点钟，
I was sitting in my apartment
我在我的房子里面，
at the university.
在我的大学。
And believe it or not, I was a weightlifter.
你不相信也罢，但是我是一个举重者，
That was a long time
那
ago.
很久以前了。
And I was on steroids really, really bad.
steroids， 我的
To make your muscles grow.
Oh.
It's a
我在那个
drugs.
我吃那种药，类固醇啊，OK， 很叫你的
And
肌肉长。
I would take these drugs to make me strong.
我吃那些药呢，因为我要肌肉发达。
But they would also make me crazy.
但是这些药也叫我疯掉，
Very angry.
叫我常常生气，
Very depressed.
常常颓丧、沮丧。
And I was sitting in my room,
我坐在我的房间里头，
and this is what I was thinking.
我在想的是，
I make good grades at the university.
我在大学里头考试成绩很棒，
I have a really nice car.
我的车也很漂亮，
My family has money.
我的家也很有钱，
I have a lot of girlfriends.
我有好多女朋友，
I just want to die.
我就是要死。
Did you say it?
哎呀
Oh,
，Did you
I just want to die.
mean it？
Yeah, that's what I meant. I
Okay.
just want to die.
我就想死。
And I got all the steroids that I had.
我有那么多的这个强壮药，
And I knew they wouldn't kill me
我知道这杀不了我。
if I took them all at once.
如果我全部吃掉，
But I just said this.
我说
I wish these were drugs that would kill me.
我盼望这些是毒药，能够把我一下干掉。
Because I'm the most miserable human being that lives.
因为我在世界上，我觉得是个最可怜、最痛苦的人。
And somebody knocked at the door.
那个时候有人在敲门，
And so I opened up the
我
door,
打开门，
and there's a little freshman standing there.
有一个1年级的大学生站在那儿，小个子，
About this big.
只有那么高，比我还矮。是 shorter than me。
And he's shaking.
他在发抖。
And I said, What do you want?
我说你要啥？
He said, You're probably going to hit me.
我说你可能会打我。
And I said, You're probably right.
我说你说对了，也许我要打你。
I said, Why are you knocking at my door?
为什么你要敲我的门？
He said, I have to tell you something.
因为我必须告诉你一些事儿。
I said, Okay, what do you
What's
have to tell me?
我说 OK， 你要讲什么？
He said, For 2 weeks, I've been afraid to come and knock on your door.
这2个礼拜我都害怕敲你的门，
But God told me I had to tell you something.
但是神告诉我必须告诉你一些事，
And I started laughing.
我就笑了。
I said, Okay, what does God want me to know?
我说神要我知道什么，你告诉我吧。
And this is what he said.
这是他说的，
You are miserable,
你非常痛苦，
and you will always stay miserable
你会永远痛苦，
until you give your life to Jesus Christ.
直到你把你的生命交托给主耶稣基督。
I didn't really believe him,
我不相信他，
but I thought it was an amazing coincidence.
但我想这是一个很碰巧的一件事儿。
And so I sat there and he talked to me till about 4:30 in the morning.
我坐在那儿，他跟我讲到差不多凌晨4点半，
And he started talking about religion.
他开始讲宗教。
And I said, Just stop.
我说止住吧，
I don't want to have anything to do with religion.
我不要跟宗教有任何的关系。
I don't care if you're a Christian
我管你是基督徒
or a Catholic.
或者天主教徒，
I don't care what you are.
管你是什么东西，
I don't want to know anything about religion
我不要知道任何有关宗教的事儿，
because it's all fake.
因为都是骗人的。
And this is what he said.
这是他说的啊。
I'm not talking about a religion.
我今天讲的不是宗教，
I'm talking about a person,
我讲的是一位主，
the man Jesus of Nazareth.
拿撒勒人耶稣基督。
And he said, and you've got to ask yourself a question.
他说你必须问你自己一个问题，
Who was he?
他是谁？
A few weeks later,
几个礼拜之后，
I was reading this book,
我在读一本书，
and it said something about Jesus Christ.
里头讲到有关耶稣基督的事儿，
And this really had a great impact on my life.
这个对我有很深重的影响。
It said there's only 3 possibilities.
说到只有3个可能性，
The first possibility
第一个可能性，
is that he was crazy.
耶稣基督疯了，是个疯子，
He was a lunatic.
他是一个神经病。
Because anybody who thinks they're the Son of God
因为任何人说他是神的儿子，
and is not the Son of God,
而不是神的儿子，
they're out of their mind.
他们就有毛病了。
I mean, it's like a man thinking that he's a loaf of bread or a dog.
就像一个人，他以为他是狗，或者是一片面包。
But then when you look at what he said,
但你看看他所说的，
you go, these are not the words of a crazy man.
他所说的不是一个疯子说出来的话。
Well, there's another
还
possibility.
有第2个可能性，
If he wasn't crazy, he's a liar.
如果他不是个疯子，他就是个骗子。
I mean the worst liar.
我的意思说，不是一般，而是最恶毒、最坏的骗子。
And he's deceived more people than just about anybody on the planet.
因为他在人类历史上欺骗了最多的人。
He knew he was not the Son of God,
他明知他不是神的儿子，
and he deceived a lot of people.
却欺骗了成千上万的人。
But it's hard to believe
但是很难相信啊，
when someone lies,
当一个人说谎的时候，
they do it in order to gain something.
当人说谎，他有目的，他是为了得到一些好处，自私的利益。
If Jesus was lying,
如果耶稣在撒谎，
then when they decided to arrest him and kill him,
那么当他们决定要把他抓起来，把他杀掉的时候，
because he said he was the Son of
因为
God,
他说他神的儿子，
if he was a liar,
如果他是骗子的话，
he would have said, I was just kidding.
他会马上反悔说，我以前是开玩笑的，
He wouldn't have died
他就不会死了，
for a lie
他不会为谎言而死掉了。
that wasn't going to benefit him at all.
这个谎言对他自己一点益处都没有啊，
And he would not have prayed for those who were killing him.
他也不会为那些杀他的人祷告祈求，
Father, forgive them.
父
They
啊
do
赦
not know
免
what
他
they're
们，他
doing.
们所做的他们不知道。
And the apostles,
还有使徒们，
they would have known he was a liar.
他们也会知道他是个骗子啊，
And they would be liars too because they said he rose again from the dead.
他们也成为一群骗子，因为他们做见证，耶稣从死里复活了。
But every one of them except John died for the lie.
但是使徒们除了约翰之外，都为一个谎言死了。
They all lost everything.
他们失去了一切所有的，
They were hated and hunted down like animals.
他们被恨，而且被追逐，像野兽一样被人追逐迫害。
They all died as martyrs.
他们全部都殉道了，为相信这个基督殉道而死了。
Would someone do that for a lie?
有没有人会为一个谎言而死呢？
The last book of the Bible
圣经里最后一本书
was written by John
是约翰写的，
on the Isle of Patmos.
在拔摩岛上写的启示录。
He had been imprisoned
他
there.
他为主坐牢。
Tradition says that the Romans tried to kill him,
教会传统说，罗马人想要把他杀掉，
that he was even boiled alive in oil,
他甚至在油里头活生生的给油炸了。
and he still would not deny the resurrection of Jesus
他仍
Christ.
然不肯否认耶稣基督的复活，
So he doesn't talk like a lunatic.
所以他不像疯子在说话。
The greatest men, the greatest scholars of our day still study his words.
今天世界上最伟大的学者仍然在研究他的作品。
He did not live or die like a liar,
他不像一个骗子一样的活着又死了，
so there's only one other option.
所以只有另外一个唯一的可能性，
He is the Son of God.
他是神的儿子。
And I believe that.
我相信耶稣基督是神的儿子，
And I have based my entire life on that.
我全身都下赌在他的身上。
And if that is not true,
如果这不是事实，他不是神的儿子，
my entire life is a waste.
我这一辈子都荒废了，
I've wasted my mind.
我浪费了我的头脑，
I've wasted my talents.
我浪费了我的天才，
I've wasted my money.
浪费了我的金钱财物，
But I do believe that he is the Son of God.
但我确信他是神的儿子。
In the world today,
在今天这个世界，
some have estimated that at least 1,000 Christians a day are killed
有人估计每天差不多有1000个基督徒为主殉道而死，
every day.
每一天。
More Christians are being killed now than any other time in the history of Christianity.
在人类历史教会历史当中，今天被杀的人比任何时间都要多。
You don't hear that in the news, do you?
你在新闻里头听不到这样的事儿吧？
All these people dying
这些人死，
for a lunatic,
为一个疯子死吗？
for a liar,
为一个骗子死吗？
or for the Lord of heaven and earth.
还是为神子天地的主宰？
But here's the great thing.
好，所以这是重要的事。
Like I said, before I was a Christian,
正像我刚刚说的，在我信主之前呢，
I was an extremely wicked person.
我是一个非常败坏、邪恶的人。
My whole life revolved around me.
我整个生命都是自我中心、自私自利。
All I cared about was me.
我所关心的就一件事，就是我，
The way I looked,
我长得怎么样，
the money I had,
我有多少钱，
my car,
我的车，
my clothes.
我的衣服，
How could I use other people?
我怎么利用别人。
Sometimes I would do things so bad
有时候我会做一些很可恶的事，
that I would come home at night
甚至我3更半夜回家，
and I would just feel horrible.
我会觉得糟糕的不得了。
And I would say, I'm never going to do that again.
我会跟我自己说，我以后永远不再做这样的事了。
But the next night,
但第二天晚上，
my friends would call me,
我的朋友跟我打电话，
go out again.
我又去干那个事儿。
I could not change.
我改不了自己。
And I'm not talking about following a few little rules.
我不是在讲遵守一些条条框框、教条、教规。
I could not stop worshiping me.
我就是不能停止敬拜我自己，
I could not stop being selfish
我不能够停止自私，
and loving me over other people.
我自我崇拜超过别其他人。
But one day,
但有一天，
I was in the library
我在图书馆里，
and we were running off some photocopies.
我在那些那个复制 copy，
Some of my classmates and I.
我的同学跟我一块儿，
And they all knew what a great sinner I was.
他们都知道我是臭名昭著的大罪人。
And a girl walked up to me
有一个女孩到我面前来，
and she says, I'm having a party tomorrow night. Why don't you come?
明天我要有一个舞会，你来吧，欢迎你来。
I said, no, I'm not coming to your party.
我说不，我明天不去了。
She said, why not?
她说为什么不来？
And before I could even think,
在我能够反应之前，
these words came out of my mouth.
我嘴巴已经开口说出话。
I said, I'm not coming to your party
我说我明天不来你的舞会，
because I believe Jesus Christ is the Son of God.
因为我相信耶稣基督是神的儿子，
And I'm going to follow him.
我要跟随耶稣。
And I didn't realize really what I'd said
我没有意识到我所说的，
until I looked in the face of my friends
直到我看我的朋友的脸，
and they were in shock.
他们都非常惊讶，目瞪口呆，
They were looking at me like, what did you just say?
看着我说：“你刚刚说的是什么
And at that moment, it was like a light turned on in my head.？”
那一刻，我的头脑里的电灯泡亮了。
I said, that's right.
我说：“对，
That's right.
对，
Jesus Christ is the Son of God.
耶稣基督是神的儿子，
And I'm following him.
我要跟随他。
I'm going to walk out of this library right now,
我现在要从这个图书馆走出去，
and I'm going to follow him.
我要开始跟随耶稣。”
About 2 months later,
2个月之后，
I really didn't care about my car anymore.
我就不管我的车了，
I didn't care about my clothes.
我也不管我的衣服了，
I didn't care about my reputation.
我不管我的名声了、名誉了。
but I was working with some street kids on the bad part of town.
我在那些那个贫民窟那个不好的地方，我在跟一些小孩跟他们传福音。
Everyone said, "You're crazy."
每个人都说你疯了。
I said, "I may be crazy,
我说我也许疯了，
but I've got peace.
但是我心里有平安了。
I know Jesus Christ is the Son of God.
我知道耶稣基督是神的儿子。
I may be crazy,
我可能疯了，
but I am free.
但是我如今自由了。
I was in chains
我从前受捆绑，
to my own selfishness,
我因着我的自私被捆绑。
just wanting to live for me.
我只要自私自利，为自己生活，崇拜自我。
And now I want to live for these little street kids.
如今我愿意为这些路上的野孩子而活。
Something's changed.
我改变了，
Something I could never do.
我自己办不到的。
Jesus Christ
耶稣基督
is the Son of God,
是神的儿子，
and He is King of Kings and Lord of
他
Lords.
是万主之主，万王之王。
And He offers salvation to everyone.
他把这救恩赐给所有的人，
And that's a wonderful thing.
这是一件美好的事儿。
But know this,
但是你要知道，
He is also Lord,
他也是主，
and He is Judge.
他是审判的主。
One day He will return,
有一天他要再来，
or one day you will die and go see Him.
或者有一天你要死去面对他的审判。
On that day,
那一天，
you will stand before Him,
你会站在他的审判台前，
and this is what's going to happen.
会发生这样的事。
He is going to give to you
他要给你
exactly what you deserve.
你所配得的赏罚。
Now you might be thinking, wow, that sounds good.
你说，哎，这是好消息啊！
No, think about it.
不，你要想一想，
He's going to give you exactly what you deserve.
他要给你完全公义的，你当得的赏罚。
He's going to give perfect justice to you.
他要给那完全的秉公行义，按着公义审判。
If that does not make you afraid,
如果这不叫你害怕，
then you do not understand your own humanity.
那么你不了解自己的人性。
And that's what we're going to talk about in our next session.
下一堂课我们要讲到这一点，
We're going to talk about you and me.
我们要讲到你跟我，
And we're going to learn something very important.
我们要学习一些很重要的功课。
We do not want God to give us exactly what we deserve.
我们真不要神给我们当得的那一份。
Well, I tell you what, let's go ahead and start right now.
好。
We have some time
我们
left.
现在有时间，我们现在就开始。
And let's look at what the Bible says about you and about me.
我们来看看圣经怎么说有关你跟我的本性的问题。
Romans chapter 3.
罗马书第3章，
Let's read one small verse, verse 23.
我们看23节。Do you want to post it? Doesn't matter.
Let's just keep going.
Okay, let's keep. Okay. 罗马书第3章，如果没有圣经不要紧，我读给你听。If you don't have it, I'll read it to you.
Just,
20.
it's for all have sinned and fall short of the glory of God.
23节，因为世人都犯了罪，亏缺了神的荣耀。
All have sinned.
世人都犯了罪，
What does the word mean?
这个字什么意思？罪。
The word sin means to miss the mark or miss the bullseye.
罪的意思就是射不中靶心，就是偏离了中心。
I am an archer.
我是一个弓箭手，
I practice archery.
我练习射靶，
I hunt with bow and arrow.
我也用弓箭打猎，
I even make bows.
我甚至我自己会做弓。
So I understand what this means.
我知道这段经文什么意思。
Let's say that I have a target and it's 50 meters away.
我们比喻50米之外有一个靶，
And I aim
我瞄准，
and I let go of the arrow.
然后我就放箭。
And here's the bullseye.
好，这是靶心，
But my arrow goes here.
但是我的 箭射到那儿去了。
That's what this word means.
这就是这个字的意思，罪。
I have missed the mark.
我偏离了靶心。
Now, the Bible says
圣经说，
that we have all missed the mark.
我们全部都偏离了那靶心。
We have all gone astray from the will of God.
我们都从神的旨意中偏离了，
We have sinned.
我们犯罪了。
Now, this is very, very important.
这是很重要的事。
You say, well, I don't believe in God.
你说我不信上帝，
And now I don't believe I've sinned.
我不相信我犯罪了。
Well, let me ask you a
让
question.
我问你个问题：
You don't believe in God.
你不信神，
Have you sinned against other people then?
你有没有得罪人呢？
Have you ever lied to someone?
你有没有向人说谎？
Have you ever hurt someone?
你有没有伤害别人？
Have you ever been selfish to someone?
你有没有对别人自私？
Have you ever used someone?
你有没有利用别人？
Have you ever spoken against someone falsely?
你有没有说一些背后说别人一些话是不真实的？
One thing we have to know,
有件事我们必须知道，
even if you're an atheist or claim to be,
就算你是个无神论，或者你自称是无神论，
what the Bible says about you is true.
圣经说的有关你的话还是真的。
You have sinned.
你犯罪了。
Now, let's look at some very important truths about man.
让我们看看有关人类的重要的真理。
We're going to go to the book of Genesis.
我们看看创世纪 Chapter 6
Chapter 6, verse 5.
第6章第5节。
Now, I'm telling you these things not because I want to hurt you.
我跟你讲这些话，不是因为我要伤害你啊，得罪你。
I'm telling you these things so that you'll understand Christianity
我讲这些事，好叫你了解基督教的信仰，
and you'll understand what God is saying
你
about
明
you.
白神说有关人类的、有关你是什么样的话。
Now, in Genesis chapter 6, verse 5, it says, Then the Lord saw the wickedness of man, that it was great on the earth, and that every intent of the thoughts of his heart was only evil continually.
创世纪6章5节，耶和华见人在地上的罪恶很大，终日所思想的尽都是恶。
Now, here's what I want you to see.
这是我要你看到的。
Every thinking man
每一个有思想的人
has recognized this is true.
都认识到这是真的，
Even the philosophers who do not believe in God
甚至那些不相信上帝的哲学家，
struggle with the problem of evil.
他们也在跟罪恶征战。
Where does it come from?
罪从哪来？
Some people say that the individual is not evil,
有些人说，这个人本身不是罪的，
but it's the fault of
是
society.
这个社会的罪。
But society is made up of
但
individuals.
是这个社会里头是由个人组成的。
Society is a collection of each one of us.
这个社会就是我们这些人所一起组成的。
Where does evil come from?
到底这些罪孽从哪儿来的？
Why do we do things as humans
为什么我们身为人类会做这些事儿？
that are more horrible than what animals do to their own kind?
我们做的事儿连禽兽都不如啊！他们禽兽都不会自相残杀。
Animals don't seek to exterminate their own kind.
禽兽不会把自己的种族杀掉干掉，
We do.
我们却自相残杀。
Animals don't try to kill all their babies.
动物不会把自己的 baby 小孩给杀掉。
Since abortion was legalized in America, we've killed over 50 million.
自从堕胎合法化，在美国我们杀掉了5000万人小婴孩。
Where did Nazi Germany come from?
拿纳粹党德国的从哪来的？
How was Stalin able to eliminate 20, 30 million of his own people?
史达林怎么能够杀掉200-300万？是不是2-3千万自己的百姓？
What
自己的
about the
同胞
killing fields in Cambodia?
在柬埔寨杀人场，你看看。
Now, you say, yes, those were all horrible people.
你说是这些人是很可恶的，很可
And,
怕，
and they did horrible things.
他们做的事情很可怕，是。
But I'm not like
但
that.
我不像他们。
The Bible says you are.
那圣经说你跟他们一样，
You just haven't been given the power.
你不过神没有给你这个权利而已。
Never forget this.
不要忘掉，
At one time,
有一度，
Hitler was a little boy
希特勒也是个小孩儿，很可爱的，
sitting on the floor playing with toys.
在地上玩玩具的希特勒，小希特勒。
Now look what it says about me and you.
看看这个你说有关你跟我，
Every intent of the thoughts of our heart was only evil continually.
终日所思想的尽都是恶，不断的恶。
One time I was teaching this in a big auditorium,
有一次我在教导这个，在一个很大的会堂里头，
and a reporter came up to me.
有一个记者来找我，
He was so mad at me.
他好生气啊！
He said, I don't believe your interpretation of that passage.
我不相信你对那一段经节的解释。
I said, Sir, I didn't interpret it.
我说先生啊，我没有解释它，
I just read it.
我不过读了这段经文而已。
That's what it says.
经文就是这么说的。
He said, It's not true.
他说那是不是真的？
I said, Really?
我说真的吗？
I said, Well, then let me ask you something.
让我问你一个问题，记者，
Let's say that I could take out your heart.
如果我可以把你的心给掏出来，
Every thought you've ever had,
你曾经有过的一切的思想意念，
every thought,
所有的思想，
and I could put it on a DVD,
我放在一个 DVD 上面，光盘儿。
and I could show every one of your thoughts to everyone in this auditorium tonight.
我把你所有的思想点点滴滴给所有的人，在今天的大堂里的人看看。
I said, Sir, you would do everything in your power to keep me from doing that.
我说先生，你会尽你所能禁止我那么做，
Because you have thought things so horrible
因为你曾经想过如此可怕的思想，
that you could not even share them with your closest friends.
甚至跟你最亲近的朋友，你都不敢把它透露出来。
If your closest friend knew what you thought about him,
如果你的好朋友知道你对他的这种坏的想法，
he wouldn't be your friend anymore.
他就不再做你朋友啦。
Let me give you an example.
让我给你一个例子，
What you have thought about me since I stood up here 20 minutes ago.
自从我20分钟前站在这儿，你对我的想法，不是我，他，
Do you see?
你看到吗？
What it says is true.
这圣经说的是真的。
They say the most horrible thing a man would ever have to do
他们说，一个人可以做的最可怕、恐怖的事，
is to look in the mirror at his own heart,
就是照镜子、照心镜，看看自己的心，
at every thought he's ever had.
他点点滴滴每一个思想。
So here's what I want you to see.
这是我要你看见的。
Religion won't fix this problem.
宗教不能够改变这个问题，
Even if you decide to follow all the right rules,
甚至你愿意决定要跟随所有的教条教规，
you are not going to be able to do it.
你也办不到。
We're not talking about something natural.
我们讲的不是一些自然的东西，
We're talking about something supernatural.
我们讲的是超自然的事实。
Someone has to come and change your heart.
必须有人来超自然的改变你我的心。
Let me give you an example.
让我给你另外一
I
个例子。
love being a father.
我喜欢做爸爸，
Man,
哇！
I have the best time in the world.
我在世界上真是觉得好舒服。
A few times my boys have said to me,
我儿子跟我讲了几次，
they go, especially when I take them kayaking,
特别我带他们 kayaking 也是 canoeing
canoeing.
啊，就是摇船、
They
划船
go-、
划船。
You're a great dad.
他们说：“哎呦，我爸真伟大。
And this is what I tell them. ”
这是我告诉他们的。
It's only because Jesus changed my heart.
我说，只是因为耶稣改变了我的心。
There was a time
曾经，
when I was so wicked,
我曾经是如此邪恶，
I would have left your mother
我会离开你老妈，
and I would have left you.
也把你们给抛下。
If I'm a good father now,
如果现在我是个好爸爸，
it's because of Jesus Christ
完全是因着耶稣基督，
and Jesus Christ alone.
唯独基督。
Something supernatural had to happen to
超
my wicked heart.
这个神必须超自然的改变我这个邪恶的心。
Let me give you another example.
让我给你另一个例子。
Let's say you have a bunch of sheep
譬如你有很多的小羊，
and they're all eating in the field,
他们在田里头吃草，
and a wolf comes,
一只狼来了，
starts eating the sheep.
开始吃小羊。
That's what he does. He's a wolf.
这就是狼嘛，狼就吃羊啊。
How do I solve the problem?
我怎么解决问题？
I shoot him. That's how.
当然我杀那个羊，我不是羊，狼，我射狼，I interpret wrong。
I
射
shoot him.
狼，我射那个狼，
That solves the sheep's problem,
这就解决了羊的问题了。
but it doesn't solve the wolf's problem.
但是解决不了狼的问题，
What else could I do?
我还能做什么呢？
I could rope him and put him in a cage.
我可以揉，
I could catch him and put him
我
in
可以
a
把它
cage.
抓起来，然后关在笼子里头。
I've solved the sheep's problem,
我解决了羊的问题，
but I haven't solved the wolf's problem.
但是狼的问题还没解决。
He just paces back and forth in that cage.
他在那个笼子里头走来走去，
He's not eating sheep anymore,
他不再吃羊了，没错，
but he's still a wolf.
但是他还是只狼。
And if someone opens that door,
如果有人把那个门打开，
he's going to be gone.
他就不见了。
There's a third thing I could do
还有第三件我可以做的事，
if I had the power to do it.
如果我有这个能力，
I could turn the wolf into a sheep.
我可以把狼变成羊，
Then I've solved the sheep's problem,
我就解决了羊的问题，
and I've solved the wolf's problem.
也解决了狼的问题了。
Do you know what religion is?
你知道宗教是什么吗？
It either shoots people or puts them in a cage.
宗教就是要不就把人杀掉，要不就把他们关起来。
It gives them a whole bunch of rules that they don't want to obey, but they have to.
宗教给人很多的他不愿意遵守，但是不得不遵守的一些教条教规。
Do you know what Christianity
你
is?
知道什么是基督教吗？
Christ comes and changes the wolf.
基督来到世上，改变狼的心。
In the book of Ezekiel, it says this:
在以西结书这么说的：
I will take out their heart of stone,
我要把他们的实心拿出来，
and I will give them a heart of flesh.
我会给他们一颗肉心、柔软的心。
A heart of stone is a heart that can't respond to
实心
anything.
是没有反应的、麻木不仁的；
A heart of flesh is a heart that can respond. It is alive.
一颗肉心是活的，可以回应的、敏
Now,
感的。
some of you may be listening right now,
你们当中有些人也许现在正在听啊，
and inside you're laughing,
在你的心里头呢，也许你在笑。
and you're just thinking, man, I'll be glad when this guy gets finished speaking.
你说这小子讲完了，我就赶快走，我就很高兴了。
I know.
我知道，
I thought the same thing.
我从前也是这样想的。
You need your heart changed.
你需要里面心改变。
Now let's look at another passage.
我们看另外一节经文，
Genesis 8,
创世纪第8章
21.
21节。
The Lord smelled the soothing aroma, and the Lord said to himself, I will never again curse the ground on account of man, for the intent of man's heart is evil from his youth.
耶和华闻那馨香之气，就心里说：“我不再因人的缘故咒诅地。人从小时心里怀着恶念，从小时。
Now notice here, it says man's heart is evil from his youth.
请注意啊，这里说人从小的时候，从小开始就怀着恶念。
You say, that's a pretty ugly thing to say.
你说这样的话很丑陋哎。
Saying little babies are born with evil hearts?
你说那小 baby 那么可爱，有一颗邪恶的心。
Let me ask you a question.
让我问你个问题：
Do you have to teach a little child to lie?
你需不需要教小孩撒谎？
No.
不需要。
Do you have to teach them to be selfish?
你要不要教小孩不要自私？要教他们自私？
No.
不用。
They just know how to do that all by themselves,
他
don't
们
they?
天然就知道自私撒谎。
And if you take a bunch of little children
如果你拿一群小孩来，
that have not been taught and disciplined by their parents,
如果他们的父母从来没有教导、没有管教过他们，
they will be like wild animals.
他们就会像野兽一样可怕。
Have you ever seen the the pecking order that exists for little children at school?
你有没有看到在学校里头这些孩子们的次序、先后次序？
There's one little child that comes in and that child is weak.
来了一个小孩，这个小孩软弱，
Or maybe has something wrong with his face.
或者他脸上有一些问题，
Or was like me when I was little, wears glasses this thick.
或者像我小的时候一样，我戴眼镜戴那么厚的眼镜儿。
Do all the other children say this?
其他的孩子会不会这么说？
That little boy is weak.
哦，那个孩子那么软弱，
So we need to be very kind to
我们
him.
需要跟他更加的仁慈。
He has really thick glasses on.
你看他有那么厚的眼镜儿，
So we need to make sure that we don't hurt his feelings.
我们不要伤害他的自尊心。
Is that what they do?
是不是其他孩子那么做？
No, they tear
Oh.
that little child to pieces.
不，他们会把他撕得粉碎。
And if you don't think that's true, you're living in a dream.
如果你不以为如此，你是活在一个梦幻的世界。
I have seen more hateful, horrible things done by children
我看到孩子们所做的可怕的事情，
they come out of the womb knowing how to do it.
他们从妈妈肚子里生出来就天生就会了。
Now, it doesn't matter if you watch Oprah Winfrey.
没关系，如果你看那个黑人那个叫那个演那个 opera 肥皂泡戏的，不是肥皂戏的那个女人，歌剧演员 talk show。
It doesn't matter whether you read poetry all the time about children.
也没关系，或者你总是读有关小孩的一些诗词，
You cannot deny what the Bible is teaching here.
你不能否认圣经所教导的。
There is something in us,
我们里面有些东西，
even when we're born.
甚至我们天生，
You leave us by ourselves.
当我们没人管的时候，
We will do horrid things.
我们就会做很可怕的事情。
Chinese parents
中国人的父母
discipline their children a lot more than normal Americans.
比美国人管孩子管得厉害，管得多。
That's why American school teachers
所以美国的学校老师
like to work in Chinese communities
喜欢在中国人多的地方教书，
because in American communities,
因为在美国人的社区，
all of us who've been here for a long time,
我们那些在美国人当中很长时间的，
our children many times act like animals
很多这些孩子都像禽兽一样，好厉害。
because the parents leave them to themselves,
因为父母亲由他们去，不管他们，
because we no longer discipline
因为父母不再管教儿女
or teach our children.
或者教导儿女。
You see what happens when a child, when it's given its way.
你看看，当孩子当他们自由放纵的时候，
Sometimes I go into high schools and grade schools.
有时候我到高中或者到中学，
It's more frightening to go in there than it is the jungles of South America.
去这些学校比我去南美洲的丛林、森林还要可怕。
I've known high schoolers
我知道一些高中生啊，
and I've known terrorists.
我也知道那些恐怖分子。
I'll take terrorists any day.
我宁可天天面对恐怖分子。
Why?
为什么？
Because what the Bible says is true.
因为圣经说的是真的。
You've probably heard of random acts of violence.
你可能听过那些随随便便所犯出来的暴力罪行，
Just doing evil for no reason.
就是心情随心所欲做一些愿意做的坏事儿，
This is who we are.
这就是人的本性。
There's war all the time.
整天有打仗，
War within one person.
在人里面自己挣扎，
War between two people.
两个人之间打仗，
War within families.
家庭里面打仗，
War within countries.
国家打仗，内战，
And war between countries.
国际征战，世界大战。
if there ever comes a moment when no one's shooting at anyone else,
如果有那么一段时间没有人在打仗，彼此相争的话，
it's not peace.
那不是和平，
It's just everybody's reloading their guns.
那是我们正在装载弹石，增加弹药。
That's who we are.
这就是人的本性。
And that's one of the reasons why I believe the Bible.
这是我信圣经的其中一个原因。
I mean, you know, today everybody's talking about group hugs, you know.
今天我们都在讲一大堆人一起彼此拥抱，
Why can't we all just get along?
为什么我们不能够彼此拥抱？我们和平相处嘛？
Bumper stickers that says, let's just be nice to each other.
车后面那个标语写的，我们要对大家彼此要好。
Those are superficial answers to a very deep problem.
那些都是很肤浅的、很表面的答案，对一个很深的问题的肤浅的答案。
There is an element of evil in the heart of a man.
在人的心的深处有罪孽，
And in your heart
在你的心里，
and mine.
我的心里。
One time I was speaking over in Europe,
有一次我在欧洲讲道，
and a bunch of young guys came into the auditorium,
有好多年轻人来到会场，
and they were making fun of the fact that I was talking about sin.
我在讲罪，他们就在那儿嘲笑我。
They were acting like sin is just some religious idea,
他们好像认为这犯罪不过是一些宗教的概念而已，
that nobody sins,
没人犯罪，
that everyone just ought to have a right to do whatever they want.
每个人可以为所欲为，要做什么都可以。
So I pointed my finger at them.
所以我就指着他们的鼻子，
Said, let me ask you a
我说
question.
让我问你个问题：
Do you think you ought to be able to do what you want?
你认为你可以为所欲为吗？
And you could tell they were pretty immoral guys.
你可以看出来，他们是一群很不道德的孩子。
They said, yeah.
青年，他们说是的。
So I said, it's all right for you to have a relationship with a girl one night.
你一夜情有没有关系？可以吧？
And they go, yeah.
当然可以，没问题。
And the next morning, her heart is broken,
第二天早上，那个女孩的心碎掉，
and her life is destroyed,
她的生命被摧毁了，
and she's crying.
她在哭。
So you exercised your freedom.
所以你施行了你的自由。
Does her father have a right to exercise his freedom?
这女孩的爸爸有没有权利施行他的自由呢？
To watch his precious daughter crying?
有没有自由看到他女儿哭，宝贝女儿哭？
Does he have the right to get a gun and shoot you for
他
what
有没有
you've
权利
done?
拿把枪把你干掉？
You see, we all talk about freedom,
你看，我们都是讲自由嘛，
but we use our freedom to feed off of each other.
但是我们用自由是彼此侵害。
There is an element of evil in your heart.
在我们心里头有罪的成分，
No other religion takes this seriously.
其他宗教都不会把这件事情当回事儿。
You go listen to the Dalai Lama.
你去听那个达利喇嘛，
I've listened to him.
我听过他讲到，
He's like, just be nice.
他会说，哎呀，大家要相爱，要爱 ，be nice。
It doesn't work.
这
It's
没有
like
功效。
telling a wolf to be nice.
没用，这是教导狼要友善、有爱心。
We need something more.
我们需要的超过这个，
More than just teaching.
不仅仅是教导、教训、
We
教
need
育，
lives that are changed.
我们需要改变了的生命。
There was a song that I heard right after I became a Christian.
我成了个基督徒之后，我听到了一首歌，
And it was an old-fashioned song,
是一个古典的老歌，
and it was really corny. I don't know if you have that word.
听起来很恶心。
But this is what it talked about.
这个歌这么说的，
It talked about this drunk who got saved.
讲到这个醉酒的人得救了。
And when he was a drunk, he worked for the carnival.
当他是一个醉酒的人，他为一个马戏团工作，
And he would stand on the corner
他会站在一个角落，
and he would cry out to the people,
他会跟大家讲，大声说
"Carnival's in town.
哦，马戏团来喽！
The greatest show on earth.
全世界最伟大的马戏团，
Step up and buy your ticket."
赶快来买票吧！
But then one day he becomes a Christian.
有一天呢，他成了个基督徒，信了主了。
God changes his heart.
神把他的心改变了，
He goes to the street corner.
他就跑到一个大街的角落上。
And he said, I've got new lives for old ones.
我现在有新生命要代替旧生命。
I've got new hearts for cold ones.
我有新的心要代替那个冷冰冰的心。
I got a great deal for you today.
我这个是大好的买卖机会。
Just come over here and get your new life for an old one.
来，把你的旧生命换成新生命吧。
That's the way I feel.
这是我的感觉。
Jesus Christ changed my life.
耶稣基督改变了我的生命。
And if they put a gun to my head today,
如果他们在我头上拿把枪顶着，
it would be the same thing.
还是老样子。
He changed my life.
他改变了我。
I have a wife
我有一个太太，我也有。
that I love
我爱她，
so much.
如此爱她。
And the only way that a man like me can love her is because of what Jesus did to me.
The only way, OK，
I can love her because of what Jesus did to me.
我能够爱她的原因是因为耶稣为我所做的。
I have children that I love
我有我所爱的儿女，
only because of what Jesus did to me.
因为耶稣为我所成就的，我才能爱儿女。
A new life.
一个新生命。
Now, let's
好，
go
现在
on.
我们继续
Let's go to Romans.
到罗马书。
Oh, before we do, let's-
在这个之前，我们
Let's go to
我们
Isaiah
到以赛亚书
64.
64章，以赛亚书64章，没有圣经的，我读给你们听。
It says, For all of us have become like one who is unclean, and all our righteous deeds are like a filthy garment, and all of us wither like a leaf, and our iniquities like the wind take us away. Isaiah 64,
第六节，我们都像不洁净的人，我们所有的义都像污秽的衣服，我们都像叶子渐渐枯干，我们的罪孽好像风把我们吹去。
It says, all of the good things we think we've done
这里说所有的义，我们以为我们所行的善行啊，
are like a filthy rag before God.
都像污秽，在神面前像污秽的衣服啊。
Do you think you're a pretty good person?
你认为你是心地善良的人吗？
Well, compared to Hitler, you probably are.
当然，跟希特勒比起来，你可能是一个好人，
But compared to God,
但是跟神一比，
all our best things we do are like filthy rags.
我们所做的最好的一切的义，都像肮脏的衣服。
Have you ever seen a leper?
你有没有见过一个麻风病人？
I have.
我见过。
I helped build a church in an old leper colony.
我在一个麻风病人区帮忙建了一个教会，
Down the Amazon River,
在那个亚马逊河在那儿，
in the small leper colony of San Pablo.
在一个叫 San Pablo 那个地方，一个麻风病区。
The pastors didn't have any fingers.
那个牧师啊，没有任何手指，
Few didn't have a nose.
有一些没有鼻子，
Ears were gone.
没耳朵。
Leprosy is a horrible thing.
麻风病很可怕，
The worst type of leprosy.
最可怕的一种麻风病啊，
The body literally rots,
这个身体啊会腐烂掉，
and their whole body is just full of blood and pus.
整个身体都是脓疮跟血块，
They're just full of rottenness.
这全身都是烂肉。
That's what he's talking about here.
这里讲的就是这个。
Now, I want you to imagine that we have a leper standing here right now.
好，我要你想象，这里有一个麻风病人站在这儿，
His whole body is rotting.
他整个身体都腐烂掉了，
You can't even look at him.
你不敢看他。
God can't even look at us.
神也是如此，不能看我们。
He smells so bad that you can't even sit here in this auditorium.
它的味道如此恶心，叫你不能够坐在这里。
It's like a fragrance of death on him.
在身上是一股死亡的臭气。
That's the way we are to God.
我们在神眼前就是如此。
Now, let's imagine that we want to make this leper look really presentable.
好，让我们想象，我们想要把这个麻风病人变得可以亮相，可以登场。
And so we go buy the finest white silk in China.
所以我们在中国买了最美好的白色的丝绸，
And we wrap him up in that silk.
我们用这个丝绸把它绑起来。
For just a moment, he looks presentable.
这短短的时间，它看起来还可以。
But then what begins to happen?
那会发生什么事呢？然后
The rottenness of his body
他身上的腐烂的肉
begins to bleed through the silk.
会从那个丝绸渗透出来，
And that beautiful silk
那个美丽的丝绸，白色的丝绸，
becomes as ugly as the man himself.
就变得像那个麻风病人一样的丑陋可怕。恶心
Everything he touches becomes contaminated.
他所碰到的每一个东西都被他玷污了。
That's why you cannot enter heaven based on your own works.
所以你我不能靠着自己的所谓的善行、义行进天国。
That's why you cannot earn a right standing with God.
所以你不能够赢得在靠自己在神面前赢得一个合法的地位。
God is love,
神是爱，
but God is holy.
但神也是圣洁的。
He's too holy to look upon evil.
他如此圣洁，他不能观看罪恶。
This is us,
这是我们
evil.
罪孽
We've
深重
sinned.，
我们犯罪，
We've fallen short of the glory of God.
我们亏缺神的荣耀。
The question is,
问题是，
how can we be clean?
我们怎么能够被洁净呢？
But here's another problem.
好，现在还有一个问题，
We're not only like lepers,
我们不仅仅像大麻风病人，
we're like criminals.
我们更像个囚犯。
We've done this to ourselves,
我们自作自受，
and we have broken God's law
我们触犯了神的律法，
and done this against others.
而且得罪了别人。
So not only are we lepers,
我们不仅仅是麻风病人，
we're criminals.
我们是囚犯。
How can we be reconciled to God?
我们如何能够与上帝和好呢？
Now let's go to Romans
好，我们到罗马书，看罗马书
chapter 3.
第3章。
Look at verse 10.
看第10节，
As it is written, there is none righteous, not even one.
就如经上所记，没有义人，连一个也没有，
There's none righteous.
没有义人。
And you say, yeah, there's not many.
对的，不多，义人不多，好人不多。
It says, no, not even
不，
one.
圣经说一个都没有。
Now listen,
听着，
Adam and Eve
亚当夏娃
are in the garden.
在伊甸园里，
How many times did they sin
他们犯了几次罪，
before they were cast out of the presence of God?
才被神赶出去，从神面前被赶走呢？
Once.
一次就够了。
How many times have you sinned?
你犯了多少罪？
You can't even count it with the largest calculator in the world.
世界上最大的计算机都算不清楚。
Now, let's talk about this for a moment.
我们再讲一讲这件事儿。
You say, what's the big deal about one sin?
你说犯一个罪有什么大不了？
Well, look at our world today.
你看看今天这个世界，
Every malady that you see
任何的病态的事情，你看到
is caused by sin.
都是由罪引起的。
Is there enough food in the world?
世界上有充足的食物吗？
Yeah.
是的。
So why are people starving to
那
death?
为什么有人会饿死？
Sin,
罪、
greed.
贪心。
You say, that's right, those greedy businessmen.
对，那些做生意的人贪心。
And how much food did you give away to the poor today?
你今天给了穷人多少食物？
How much food did you throw in your trash can?
多少食物你浪费在你的垃圾箱里？
We're all guilty.
我们都有罪。
You see, here's what I want you to see.
我要你看到的是，
I'm going to give you a choice.
我给你一个选择余地，
And here are the two choices.
有2个。
The first is this.
第一是，
I'll give you a God
我给你一个神，
who does not think sin is a big deal.
他不认为罪有什么大不了，
Who doesn't really care?
他无所谓，不在乎。
I mean, that's what you want, right?
对，这是你要的神，是不是？
Do you really want a God like that?
你真的要这样一个不在乎罪的神吗？
Who doesn't think that sin is important?
他认为罪没什么大不了，
Who doesn't care?
他不在乎，
Who could be friends with Hitler?
他可以跟希特勒做朋友，
Or you just want him to judge Hitler and not you?
或者你只要他审判希特勒，不审判你。
Because what's worse?
什么更坏、更糟糕？
Hitler who committed the crime?
是那个犯罪的希特勒呢，
Or the people who would not stop him
或者那些不止住他犯罪的人呢？
because they wanted to save their own life?
因为这些人要救自己的性命，保住自己。
You see, we're all
你
guilty.
看，我们都有罪啊。
Let me give you another example.
再给你一个例子，
God has revealed to us his law,
神把他的律法向我们显明了，
but people say they don't want to be under God's law.
但人说我不愿意是遵行他的律法，
They want freedom to do what they want.
我们要自由，为所欲为。
One time a student told me that.
有一次，我一个学生跟我这么说，
He stood up
他站起来，
and he said, "We don't want to be under God's law.
他们说我不要在神的律法之下，
It's oppressive.
这个好大压力，
It restricts us.
这个限制了我们，
We want to be free."
我们要自由。
And I asked him this question.
我就问他这个问题：
From which law do you want to be free?
从谁的律法中你要得自由？
Which law of God is oppressive to you?
神的哪一条律法叫你觉得受约束，叫你觉得不自由？
Let me see.
让我说，
You shall not lie.
我们想不能撒谎，
You want to be free from that?
你要从那个当中得自由吗？
Well, what does that say about you?
那个怎么说你的？
You're a liar.
你是一个说谎者。
He says, don't steal.
圣经说不要偷窃。
You hate that law?
你讨厌那个律法吗？
You say it's oppressive?
你说那个约束你吗？
You're a thief.
那你就是个小偷。
Do not take another man's wife from him.
圣经说不要把别人的妻子给偷跑了。
I mean, young man, please stand up.
年轻人站起来，请你，
Let's take a good look at you.
让我们好好看看你，
What kind of animal are you?
你是哪一种动物啊？
You want to steal,
你要偷，
lie,
你要撒谎，
kill,
你要杀，
take other men's
你
wives?
要抢别人的老婆，
You want to use little girls to satisfy your own
你
desires?
要利用小女孩来满足你自己的私欲。
And the other students were going, well, when you look at it that way,
其他学生说，当你这么看的话，
if you look at God's law,
当你看神的律法，
like don't get drunk
譬如不要醉酒，
and act like an animal,
像牲畜一样的生活，
and you say that's oppressive,
你说那个是叫你受限制，叫你受压力，有压力，
you just proved my point.
你证明了我说的，
You want to do evil,
你要做的就是犯罪，
and that's why you hate God's law.
所以你恨恶神的律法，
Do you see that?
你看到吗？
So do you want a God who just says, okay, sin's no big deal?
你要这样一位神吗？他说犯罪不要紧，无所谓。
Or do you want a God who says, no,
或者你要一个这样一位神，他说不，
I am a righteous
我
God?
是一位公义的神。
What was amazing is that student,
叫人惊异的是，那个学生啊，
I just let him keep talking.
我让他继续讲。
Usually if you let somebody talk long enough, they'll hang themselves.
通常你让人继续讲，讲到最后，他会把自己缠住，把自己吊死。
He said, I just think we ought to have our freedom
他说：“我们需要有自己的自由，
to do what we want.
为所欲为。
So I said, okay. ”
我说：“好，好，好。
So about a half an hour later, ”
大概半个小时之后呢，
I was talking about the evil in the world.
我在讲世界上的罪孽，
We talked about evil governments,
我们讲到这个政府的罪孽，
evil corporations,
公司的罪孽。
and this guy stands up again.
这小子又站起来了，
He goes, that's why I don't believe in
他
God.
说：“因此我不相信上帝。
Because he said, if there is a God,
如果有那么一位这位上帝，
why doesn't he stop these people from doing their evil things?
为什么他不停止这些人作孽作恶？”
I looked at him.
我就看着他，
I said, are you out of your mind?
我说：“你疯啦！
A half an hour ago,
半个小时前，
You said you don't want God
你说你不要上帝，
because he stops you from doing the things you want to do.
因为他停止你想要做的事情。
Now you're saying you don't believe in God
现在你又说我不相信上帝，
because he won't stop other people from doing what they want to
因为
do.
他不停止别人做他们要做的事情。
You see, that's the way we
你
are.
看，我们就是如此啊！
We want God to deal with everybody else's sin.
我们要上帝处理别人的罪孽的问题，
So we've come to this point in society
所以我们才会堕落到今天社会这样的地步。
where people will march with signs
人会拿着标语
saying, "Save the whales."
说救婴孩救鲸鱼，
And they'll even risk their life and get in front of whaling boats to save whales.
他们会冒着自己生命危险，到那些要钓鲸鱼的船面前来抢救鲸鱼的生命。
And then they'll put their sign down
然后他们把他们的标语放下，
and pick up another
拿
sign
起另外一个标语，
that says, "We demand the right to kill babies before they're born."
我们要有杀死婴孩的权利，堕胎，
Save the whales
拯救小 baby 鲸鱼，
and kill the baby humans.
但是杀掉这些人的婴孩。
Hollywood,
好莱坞，
they're all for gun control.
他们都赞成控制枪械，
Isn't that true?
对不对？
The actors are always saying, we got to get guns off the streets.
这些演员总是说，我们马路上不准有自由带枪的，打
We
来
got to
打。
make guns illegal.
这个有枪是非法的。
But all their movies are filled with guns.
你看看他们那个电影里头都是蹦蹦蹦打来打去，
It's just hypocrisy.
这是假冒伪善。
Or
说一套
do
做一
we
套。
want a God who is not like us,
我们要不要一个不像我们的神？
who is perfectly righteous,
他是完全公义的，
perfectly holy?
完全圣洁的。
So you can have an all-powerful God
所以你可以有一位全能的上帝，
who is like Hitler.
像希特勒一样。
Do you really want that?
你真要这样一个神吗？
Or you can have an all-powerful God who's not like Hitler.
或者你有一位全能的神，但是不像希特勒。
The problem is he's not like you either.
问题是他也不像你。
And if he's good,
如果他是美善的，
then we have a problem
那么我们就有问题了，
because we're not.
因为我们不美不善。
But the Bible teaches that God is like this.
但是圣经告诉我们，他是美善的，
He's perfectly holy,
他是十全十美的、圣洁的，
and he will give perfect justice.
他也会秉公行义。
That being the case, there's no hope for us.
既然如此，我们就绝望了。
But there is hope
但是有盼望，
because this God is also love,
因为这位神也是蛮有慈爱的神，
and he made a way to satisfy justice,
他开了一条出路，好叫他的公义得到满
to
足，
pay for our sins,
为我们的罪救赎我们的罪，
and to reconcile us with himself.
使我们与他自己和好。
Look at verse 11.
我们看看第11节，
There is none who understands, there is none who seeks for God.
罗马书第3章11节，没有明白的，没有寻求神的，
None who understands.
没有明白的。
Do you know, there may be somebody here today who says that they are an atheist.
可能今天我们当中有人说我是个无神论者，
But most people say they're agnostic.
那大多数人说我不知道啊，
They just don't know.
我不知道有没有神，
Because atheism is absolutely impossible to defend.
因为无神论是无法证实的。
To be an atheist, you would have to have infinite knowledge.
因为做一个无神论者，你必须是无所不知的，
You would have to be omniscient. You would have to know
你
everything.
必须什么都知道，一切所有的都知道，才能成
Because
为无神论。
until you know everything, you can't say that there's not a God.
除非你什么都知道，你不可能说没有上帝。
That's why Einstein wasn't an atheist.
所以爱因斯坦 was or wasn't。
Was not.
爱因斯坦不是个无神论者，
But most are agnostic.
但是大多数人都是不知神论者。
But that shows you that this verse is true.
这就显明了这一段经文是对的。
There's none who understands.
没有明白的，
Logic demands of you
逻辑要求你，
that if you even have the slightest doubt that there is a God,
如果你对神有任何一点点的怀疑，他的存在，
you ought to spend the rest of your life trying to figure out who He is.
你这余生就要花费时间研究到底他存在不存在。
Because if there is a God,
如果有一位上帝，因为
everything depends on knowing Him.
一切都在乎你认不认识他。
But I can go out on the street right now
你知道，我现在可以到大街上去，
and I can interview people.
我可以采访街上的人。
Do you believe that there's a God?
你相信有个上帝吗？
Well, I'm not sure.
我不肯定。
Well, what are you doing to try to find out whether or not there is?
那么你在做什么事情来肯定到底有没有神呢？
Nothing.
我啥都没干。
Do you believe there's a God?
你相信有没有上帝？
Yeah, sure, I believe there's
是
a
我相
God.
信有上帝啊。另外一个，
Do you know anything about Him?
你对他有什么了解吗？
No.
不太了解。
Are you trying to find out something about Him?
你是不是在试图更多的了解他呢？
No.
没有。
Do you believe your eternal destiny might depend upon Him?
你认为你的永远的归宿在乎你认不认识他呢？
Yeah,
是
probably.
也许吧。
Don't you think it'd be kind of important to check this out?
你认为你把这个事实的真相研究清楚很重要？你认为是不是啊？
Well, now that you put it that way,
你这么说的话嘛，
do you see?
你看到吗？
We don't understand.
我们不明白，没有
We
明
don't
白的，
seek for God.
我们不寻求神，
It's absolutely crazy.
这简直神经病。
Now look what it says. It says, verse 12, all
You
have
can't-
turned aside. Together they have become useless. There is none who does good. There is not even one.
好，第12节，都是偏离正路，一同变为无用，没有行善的，连一个也没有。
You go out on the street and
你
ask
到大
people,
街上去问问老百姓，
do you believe there's a God?
你相信有上帝吗？
Yeah.
是我信啊。
Do you believe you're going to go to heaven?
你相信会上天堂吗？
Yeah.
我信。
Why?
为什么？
Because I'm good.
因为我是好人呢、
That will be the answer.
这就是你听到的答案。
And yet what does it say here?
那圣经怎么说？
It says no.
不，
Let me give you the difference between heaven
让我告诉你，天堂
and the common idea of a utopia.
跟我们一般的一个乌托邦、一个大同世界的不同。
A utopia.
一个美好的大同世界，
All men want to live in a perfect place
所有的人都愿意住在一个理想的美好的世界，
where they all get everything they want.
他们在其中可以心想事成。
That's a utopia.
这是一个乌托邦美好的理想世界。
It won't take but a few minutes for a utopia to turn into a hell.
但是只要几分钟，这个乌托邦大同世界就会变成地狱。
Put all these people in the same place,
把这些人放在同样的地方，
even if it's a perfect world.
甚至是一个美好完全的世界，十全十美的世
But
界。
here's the problem.
问题在这儿，
A utopia is where everybody gets what they want.
在这个理想的大同世界是每个人都心想事成呐、
That's when the war begins.
这就是世界大战开始了。
This is mine.
这是我的，
No, I want that.
我要那个，
We're going to do it this way.
我要这么做，
I want it that
我要
way.
那么做，我要心想事成嘛。
Do you see?
你看到吗？
So you put a bunch of people like us
你把像我们这样的人都放在一块儿，
in a perfect world.
放在一个大同世界乌托邦里面，
It's destroyed before breakfast.
你吃早饭之前他就自相毁灭了。
Heaven is not that.
天堂并非如此，
Heaven is people who have been transformed by the power of God.
天堂里的人是那一些被神的大能改变了的人。
Let me illustrate it this way
好，让我这样子解释，
from C.S. Lewis.
从 C.S. Lewis 一个作家们，
Heaven is a place where every desire where all your desires are fulfilled.
天堂是一个地方，你所有的想要的欲望都得到满足了。
Because all your desires have been transformed.
因为你所有的欲望都被改变了。
We will be so transformed
我们会被神如此的改变，
that we cannot desire evil.
我们就不会再欲望可耻的坏的事情、罪恶的事。
So therefore, every desire we have
因此，我们所有的欲望
is a good desire.
都会成为美好的盼望。
Men today want to be controlled by their desires.
今天很多人都愿意照着自己所要的欲望
And that,
而行，
and that causes war
这就造成了战争。
because their desires are evil.
因为人的欲望是罪孽的，
But if you transform all those
但是
desires,
如果你把这些欲望都改变了，
then there is no war
就没有征战了，
because they all only want what is good.
因为他们会渴望美好的事，
There is none good.
没有行善的。
Look at verse 13 and 14.
再看13、14
Their
节，
throat is an open grave. With their tongues they keep deceiving. The poison of asp is under their lips, whose mouth is full of cursing and bitterness.
他们的喉咙是敞开的坟墓，他们用舌头弄诡诈，嘴唇里有奢邪的毒气，满口是咒骂的苦毒。
If you have learned English,
如果你学了英文，
it will not take you long
你没多久，
to understand how horrible the mouths are of the young people.
你就会听到年轻人的嘴巴是有多么的可怕、肮脏，
Almost every other word is filthy.
几乎每隔一个字就是脏话。
The other day I was out with my 2 boys,
那天我跟我2个小男孩出去，
and I heard somebody saying the most horrible language I've almost ever heard.
我听到有一些人说一些我听过的最可怕的语言。
Group of college students
一群大学生
coming down the river where we were.
在我们家旁边那个河
Just
边，
filth coming out of their mouth.
嘴巴里头充满了
I was in
污秽的。
I was in England last year,
我去年在英国，
and I was on High Street in London.
我在伦敦的一条大街上，
There were some little girls there,
那里有些女孩，
midnight.
3更半夜，
And when I walked by,
当我走过去，
they were saying things to each other
他们彼此说的话，
that I never heard in my worst day as a sinner.
我在做大罪人、大罪魁的时候都听不到那样的话。
The Bible teaches us
圣经教导我们，
that the mouth
这个嘴巴
is the revelation of the heart.
把人的内心显明启示出来。
What comes out of your mouth
从你嘴巴出来的
is what's in your heart.
是在你心中的东西。
And that's why Isaiah said, I am a man of unclean lips.
所以先知以赛亚说：“我是一个嘴唇不洁的人，
His lips were unclean
他的嘴巴不洁净，
because his heart was unclean.
因为他的心也不洁净。
With each generation,
每一代的人，
as our society gets farther and farther from God,
当我们的社会离神越来越远，
our mouths become more and more filthy.
我们的嘴巴就变得越来越肮脏污秽。
Every generation of television,
每一代的电视节目，
what's on television now would not have been permitted 30 years ago at all.
30年前，今天电视节目30年前根本就不准上演。
The things that young men say today,
今天年轻人嘴巴说的话，
they would have been outcast by society for speaking things like that.
从前的人说这样的话会被世界当时的人隔绝。
And the things that young girls say today,
今天年轻女孩嘴巴说的话，
it's just disgusting.
简直恶心。
This is what kind of people we've become.
这就是我们今天的人类变成的德性。
You may have come to America to find a better life for your children,
你可能来到美国，为你的儿女着想，为他们找一个美好的前途。
but you're going to find that you're going to pay a terrible price.
你会发现，你会付上很大的代价。
It'll only take a generation or 2
只要1、2代人，
for your children to become like ours.
你的儿女就会变成像我们的儿女。Doesn't take that long.
Look at verse 16
看16节、
and 17.
17节。
Destruction and misery are in their paths, and the path of peace they have not known.
所经过的路，变形、残害、暴虐的事，平安的路，他们未曾知道。
Isn't it amazing?
这不叫人惊异吗？
Sexual immorality
性的不道德的事，
is often called free love.
常常我们称之为是自由的爱、恋爱。
So it's called love.
我们叫它是爱、恋爱，
It's the world's love.
这是世界的爱。
Isn't it amazing that every time sexual immorality increases in a culture,
这叫人惊异啊！每一次在一个文化、在一个社会，性不道德的事加增的时候，
so does violence.
暴力也跟着加增。
The world's love and violence increase together.
世界的爱跟世界的暴力一起加增，
The violence.
暴力。
And you see children playing video games
你看小孩在玩那个游戏啊，
in which they're just shooting people.
这里头打来打去，杀来杀去。
And you know what happens?
你知道发生什么事吗？
One day they pick up a gun
有一天他们会拿起一
and,
把枪来，
and they think it's like a video game
他们是以为就在那个玩游戏一样，
until they pull the trigger.
直到他们扳了那个手把，
And then they realize it's not.
他们就发现不是。
Some of you young men who like that type of stuff,
你们年轻人有些喜欢那种游戏，
have you ever seen someone die before your eyes
你有没有看过人死在你的眼前吗？
with their heart shot out?
他们的心被嘣炸掉。
I guarantee you haven't.
我保证你还没有看到过，
I have.
我看过，
I've seen a lot of people die.
我看到很多人死。
But we are so desensitized
但是我们变得如此不敏感，
that we almost think it's like a game.
我们认为好像杀人就像游戏一样。
You watch some action movie,
你看那些卡通游戏，
you see people get shot.
你看这些人被杀，砰砰砰砰，
You go, wow, great
你说哇，
shot.
好过瘾哦，杀！
The first time you see somebody die in front of you,
你如果第一次看到有人死在你的眼前，
it will never, ever leave your mind.
永远离不开你的记忆，
And even after years later,
甚至多年之后，
you'll think of it
你会回想起来，
and you'll vomit,
你会呕吐，
unless
除非
your conscience has been totally lost.
你完全麻木不仁了，良心失丧了。
We're a violent people.
我们是暴力的人。
Look how violent the United States is.
你看美国变得何等暴力，
What can you attribute it to?
这原因何在？
Is it poverty?
是不是因为我们贫穷？
I mean, do we have just people? Are we the country that has more people starving in it than any other country?
我们这个国家是不是比别的国家更多人饿死啊？
No.
不，
Why is it?
那为什么那么多暴力？
Many times it's violence just for the fun of violence.
往往为了玩游戏而搞暴力。
When I lived in Peru during the war,
当我在秘鲁打仗的时候，住在那儿，
people would say, "Come out,
人会说出来，
leave Peru, you're going to get killed."
离开秘鲁，你会被杀掉。
And this is what I'd say.
这是我说的。
Yeah, that may happen.
可能我在秘鲁会被杀掉，
But
可
at
能
least I know why they're killing me.
至少我知道他们为什么要杀我。
In the United States, they may just kill me for fun.
在美国，他们可能是为了开玩笑就把我杀了。玩游戏，
We're a violent people.
我们是一群暴力的族
Now,
类。
let's close.
我们结束
Verse 18.
第18节，
There is no fear of God before their eyes.
他们眼中不怕神。
All right, just agree with me for a moment.
你暂且同意我啊。
Let's say that you do believe there is a God,
如果你真的相信有上帝，
and you do believe that He made you,
你相信他创造了你，
and you don't care.
那你也漠不关心，无所谓。
He made you.
他创造你，
He gives you every beat of your heart,
他给你心跳，
every breath you breathe,
他给你每一口呼吸，
and you don't care
但是你不在乎，
because you live as though He didn't exist.
你活着好像他不存在一样，把他置之脑
You
后。
do not honor Him.
你不 尊荣他，
You do not seek to know what he desires.
你也不寻求他的旨意。
Yeah, there's a God.
对，我相信有个神啊，
I'm cool with that.
但是我不在乎，满不在乎。So what？
But you don't care.
你不在乎，
There's no fear of God before their eyes.
在他们眼中没有敬畏神的心。
I mean, I have been on the street
你说我上过大街，
and see a big gang of guys, about 25 of them,
看到这个25个一群这小流氓，
just drunk,
喝醉酒，
fighting,
彼此相打，
cussing,
骂人，
and I just walk over there,
我就走过去，
stand in the middle of them,
站在他们当中，
just look at them for a minute,
看着他们干瞪眼，
till they all start looking at me.
直到他们不再看我了。
And I'll never forget, I said this.
我永远忘不了，我说
So,
，any
any of you guys believe in God?
你们当中有没有人相信上帝啊？
You know what the answer
你
was?
知道他们说什么？
Sure, man.
当然 man， 我信上帝，
Sure.
当然，
Yeah, man, God's good.
对，上帝美好，上帝很好。
Do you see?
你看到吗？
What the Bible says is
圣
true.
经说的是真的。
Now, verse 19.
第19节，
Now we know that whatever the law says, it speaks to those who are under the law, so that every mouth may become closed and all the world might become accountable to God.
我们晓得律法上的话都是对律法以下之人说的，好塞住个人的口，叫普世的人都服在神的审判之下。
God has given us his law,
神把他的律法赐给我们，
whether it's the law recorded in the Bible
不论是在圣经中记下的律法，
or the law he wrote on your heart.
或者他刻在你心板上的律法，
He's given us his law.
他把他的律法给了你。
Why?
为什么？
He gave us his law so that it would show us how wrong we are.
他赐下律法，好叫我们看见我们自己有错到什么地步。
He gave us his law so that his law would condemn us.
他给我们律法，好叫他律法定我们的罪。
Now, why does he want us to be condemned?
为什么他要定我们的罪呢？
So that we will look to him.
好叫我们仰望他，
So that we'll realize there's nothing we can do to save ourselves.
好叫我们认识到，凭着自己我们救不了自己，
We're guilty.
我们是罪人。
But if we look to him,
但是当我们仰望他，
he will have mercy
他会怜悯我们，
through what he did in his son.
借着他爱子所成就的怜悯我们。
And that's what we're going to talk about in our next
好
meeting.，
下一堂课我们就要讲到这个。
Now,
现在
some of you may be asking, what's this about a law written on my heart?
有人会问，也许会问，这个刻在我心板上的律法是什么东西啊？
If you look at all the cultures of the world,
如果你看看世界上所有的文化、所有的民族，
cultures that have never had any contact with Israel,
这些民族文化跟以色列毫不相干，没有任何接触的，
or with the Bible,
或者接触过圣经的，
isn't it amazing that in almost every culture it is a sin to lie?
你知道吗？几乎所有的文化撒谎都是犯罪，
In every culture it is a sin to kill.
每一个文化、每个民族杀人都是罪，
In every culture it's wrong to take someone else's wife.
每个文化犯奸淫都是罪，抢别人老婆是罪。
How did that happen?
为什么不约而同？这是什么缘故？
Just coincidence?
这仅仅是意外吗？碰巧吗？
No, the Bible says God has written his law on our heart.
圣经说，神把他的律法刻在人的良心心板上。
And when we do something,
当我们做一些事情，
the conscience
我们的良心
uses the law
会利用这个律法，
to either defend us or accuse us.
或者彼此控告，或者会彼此defend，彼此护卫。
Everyone has a law.
每个人都有律法，
You have it on your heart.
刻在你的心板上。
We have it in the Word.
我们有神的律法在圣
You
经
and
里，
I have disobeyed that law.
我们都违背了律法。
We stand guilty before God.
我们在神面前是有罪的，被定罪的。
And the only way we can be saved
唯一可以得救的方法
is through Jesus
是
Christ.
借着耶稣基督。
We're going to talk about that in the next session.
好，下一堂课我们就会
Let's
讲
pray.。
我们祷告，
Father, thank you for this time.
天父，谢谢你给我们这段时间，
I pray that you would use your word to help your people.
我求你用你的话语帮助你的百姓，
In Jesus' name.
奉耶稣基督的名，阿门。
Please visit our website at heartcrymissionary.com. There you will find information about the ministry, our purpose, beliefs, and methodologies, and extensive information about the missionaries we are privileged to serve.